Hello, welcome back to Mindful Musings. I'm Dee Dee, your host. I'm an energy alchemist, sound bowl practitioner, and an intuitive. Happy Monday! This is a huge week, summer solstice in a couple of days, so we've got all that solstice energy. Oh my goodness. So just wanted to check in, see how you are doing, because it's been a couple of days since my last video. And this was a big weekend, especially here in the United States. So I just wanted to touch base. I was doing my retail thing, where it was great. You know, it's always lovely to to be of service, to especially talking about birds and wildlife and just spreading love, holding light, spreading love. That's always a good thing. Not to say that I'm not completely tired. I think between that and the energies that are going on, oh my goodness, I've had some very odd dreams, and I just felt completely wiped out. So I'm working on it. I'm drinking lots and lots of water, so I hope you are too. Because hydration is of utmost importance, as we've talked about many times, being grounded. Be grounded, get in that center of your head so you have neutrality and compassionate detachment. Again, it's not a cold neutrality and indifferent. It is compassion. It is being neutral, being a neutral observer. And so by being grounded and being a neutral observer and bringing in the divine light, we clear our energy field and we are able to get through this storm. There it is. It's just a storm that is all around us, and we have a choice to come back into the calm. And so I absolutely encourage you to do that, because that is how we're going to get through it. And whatever is triggered for you, any emotions, experience them. Give yourself permission. That is the one thing, especially, I know, Tracy and I are going to be going live in just a couple hours, so I'm sure we'll touch more about this on triggering and everything. So if you have a chance, join us, or later on go to the live section of Mindful Musings and click on the video, because it'll be live. And we'll be announcing that Tracy and I are going to do a separate YouTube channel. That'll just be Tracy and I, and we're calling that Down the Rabbit Hole with Tracy and Dee Dee. So check that out. It is up, although there are no videos there. But shameless plug, that'll be fun. That way we can get a little more irreverent, or whatever we do, whatever spirit guides us to do. Keeps this as whatever this has become. But yeah, back to, as emotions are triggered, have compassion. Please have compassion with yourself, because we are healing. Anything that triggers you from the outside, the external, is a call for action for healing within. And as we heal within on an individual basis, we are healing the collective. So and know that even, I've been on this path forever, I think. But, way back when, there was this concept of love and light, that's all you can experience. Anything else is a lower vibration and is bad. No. Yes, is perhaps a lower vibration, yes. But we're human, hello. It's the judgment we place on what we're experiencing. It's the judgment we place on the emotion that gets us into trouble. The emotion itself, as long as you're doing no harm to yourself or someone else, give yourself permission to experience so it can transmute, so you can release it and heal that trauma, big T, little t. But that is what we're about right now. That is what all of this muck and mire is about. It's about us being able to heal those old wounds, so that as we live our life, we are not coming from a place of woundedness and constantly reacting, and coming from that wound, that we allow ourselves to heal. And that means holding space for yourself. That means holding space for others. No, not to be abused or anything like that, but to allow ourselves to experience the emotions that perhaps we have not allowed ourselves to, because that was inappropriate, or that's not a good emotion, that's a bad emotion. We're human. We experience all emotions. And again, as long as you're not bringing yourself harm or someone else, experience the emotion. Seek assistance. Go see a therapist. Go to a healer. Someone who can hold space for you. But more importantly, hold space for yourself. And by hold space, I mean that's holding compassion and love and forgiveness and removing the judgment. Because society, we have learned to suppress our feelings, to suppress it all because, well, when we're just authentic and really experiencing, we are in our power. And the forces that could be that trying to keep us in our place, didn't want us powerful. Because when we are authentic and authentically powerful, we are united. We assist each other. We can hold space for each other with love and compassion and go, I see you. I see all of you. And that's okay. We hold light. We hold space for the healing, for the loving. And that is what's going to get us to this other consciousness, to the 5D. But we're in a time right now where it is all being brought to our attention, or in energetic terms, what we used to say, it's like those pictures are being lit up in our energy field so that we can take a look at them and alchemize them and free ourselves from walking a wounded path to walking a higher path. And we'll never be done with it because that's part of this path. However, the more we heal, I won't say necessarily the easier it becomes, but maybe the less fear and anxiety we have around it when a wound surfaces, because we know we've been through it, and we know we have the strength and all the tools necessary to get through it, and we have the support. And we have the support, meaning we have our higher selves, our divine beings, the celestial beings around us for loving support to help us gain clarity. But the more we do that, the more we learn how to release, the clearer we become, and the faster we alchemize, so that it ends up potentially being, oh, this is up, okay, it's transmuted, it's alchemized. But it takes practice, lots and lots of practice in order to become masterful at it. And it takes, along this path, there is some really muck and mire, stuff that can really get to you. Be loving and patient with yourself as you go through it. And that is when we may want to seek assistance. And that is when we may want to do our sound bowls, to get the Reiki healing, to seek alternative sources to assist us when it gets to be too much. Because we're not alone. Yes, we're individual, and this is our individual path, and we are learning to handle it ourselves. But there are others here who are holding the light and holding the space for us. And it's always okay to reach out. It's good. Hope this makes sense. Like I said, I had no idea that any of that was going to be coming through, but apparently that's what is to be said right now. I'll pull an oracle card for some guidance. But again, a lot of stuff is coming up for all of us. Be gentle with yourself, be kind, be compassionate. You know the drill. Drink lots of water, hydrate. If you can, with electrolytes, wonderful. At the very least, the water that you are ingesting, bless it, infuse it with powerful, positive, healing intentions. You can use tuning forks. This one is a 528 frequency. You can infuse it with that vibration of love and allow the molecules, the atoms, whatever, in here, the vibrations to be filled with love, the higher vibration, that frequency, and then allow it to fill you. There are a lot of powerful energies going on out there. The solar energies alone, get out into the sun when you can, and it's the diamonds. It's like powerful coming into your heart. The DNA, the crystallizations, there is so much going on. The solstice, the portal there. I'm sure I'll do another one before then. But just know that you may be experiencing extreme fatigue. Honor that, get rest. You may be experiencing the dizziness. Hydrate. You may be experiencing aches and pains. These are all symptoms of the new, the code, the light codes, the DNA, the alchemizing. However, that being said, I'm not a doctor, and I don't play one on TV, but if it's something that concerns you, of course, seek medical advice. But yes, there is a lot going on, and we are going through a lot of physical symptoms as our body adjusts to the lighter, the higher frequencies. So be gentle and compassionate with yourself. Be self-aware and tune in so that you know when you need to rest, when you know when you need to hydrate, when you know you need to get outside and ground. Nature, again, is the greatest healer. Or when you know you need to just go out and sit on the ground or sit on a stump, go hug your tree, listen to the birds, get the messages that nature has for you. And as you are out in nature, feel those wonderful, powerful light beams coming in for healing and transmutation. Powerful time. And as always, your breath. Focusing on the deep breath to assist with the connection. And as these energies do come in, allow them, visualize them going all the way through, down the first chakra into the earth star chakra and beyond, complete anchoring in to assist from the soul star all the way into the earth star. Complete energy to help. I know what I ended up doing the other night. I'm not sure what exactly was going on, but I just felt the urge as I was even lying in bed. I went, oh wow, these energies, and I just allowed myself to do a shimmy, like shake it all, to move it, and focusing, visualizing, feeling the feet and beyond, to get that energy moving and all the way through so it doesn't get stuck. Very often it'll get stuck like right here. Bring it all the way down and anchor it into the earth. That helps. Movement, whether you're out walking on the trail or go outside and dance, move it. Get into the gym, move, physical, move it around, get a massage, whatever you need to do right now, because the energies are intense. They're transformative right now. Okay, let me go ahead and pick one card, because I think I've streamed of consciousness for a while and I don't want to make this video too terribly long. So let's see, for entertainment, spiritual, and inspirational purposes, as always, for the highest and greatest good. Let's see the messages Spirit Team may have for us to assist us on this solstice week. And okay. Sacred Forest with Denise Linn. Let's see with the magical Denise Linn's oracle cards. As always, if you can, please get outside. Breathe the air. Negative ions, if you have a salt lamp or if you have an ocean around you, get out, get your feet on the beach, in the ground. Salt baths, Epsom salts, that's wonderful to do if you're someone who likes to take baths. That helps pull out any of the toxins. And you can add a little bit of essential oils. So let's see what the guidance is today. Oh, I just think that's wonderful. It says the wood nymph, beauty. The words that are coming in with this is, with all the darkness that the light is shining on right now, make sure to take time to see the beauty. Focusing on the beauty, focusing on gratitude and on joy, that is a vibrational shift. Joy, laughter, gratitude, it shifts your vibration like that. It lifts you up into a higher consciousness, into a higher vibratory rate, so that this other won't sink, won't bring you down. Lift yourself up through the beauty, see the beauty all around you, because there is so much beauty to be seen, to be experienced, to be felt. And of course, recognize the beauty within yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and let yourself know how beautiful you are. And look at yourself really in the eyes and say, I see you. I recognize you. You beautiful, beautiful soul. You are beautiful. And just let the beauty fill, surround, and protect. I love this. with the water, with the moonlight. Yes. We are beautiful, and we are creating a beautiful world. It's kind of ugly at the moment, but there are so many patches of beauty. So make sure you focus on that. The spirit of the wood nymph says, remarkable spiritual beauty is growing within you. Be aware of the beauty that is around you, and splendor will expand in your life. Create beauty in your home, even in the smallest ways, and an inner grace will radiate out from you. The more you acknowledge beauty in your environment, in yourself, and in others, the more it will fill your life. You are truly and utterly gorgeous and lovable. As you cherish yourself, the luminescence around you will grow. Yes, that is part of the self-care. That's part of your assignment, your homework assignment. Surround yourself with the beauty. See the beauty within. Fill yourself up with the love, the joy, the gloriousness. I know I love going out in my little garden, and it brings me such delight. I love the beauty of the birds. And I will look at myself in the mirror, and I will say, I love you. I see you, beautiful one. Yes, the physical skin, it's older. And that's perfect. That's who I am, who the body is right now. My spirit, my soul. Everything is beautiful. You are beautiful. You hold gloriousness. Gorgeous. Just go, oh, hello, gorgeous. Say that to yourself and really feel it and know it. And see how that lifts your spirit, lifts your mood. All right? Okay, so remember please to like, subscribe, share the video. And if you can, join Tracy and me in a couple of hours. It's noon Central Time. And again, it will appear under the live category on my Mindful Musings YouTube channel page. And then we will be starting a new YouTube, which is Down the Rabbit Hole with Tracy and Dee. And I've created a new thing, or Spirit guided me, and several people have asked. So I did, there is a new link. It's called Buy Me a Coffee. If you feel compelled to make a donation, that is a way you can if you feel like it. There's no pressure, but hopefully it's in my link. If it's not, it's on my Mindful Musings page, Buy Me a Coffee, Mindful Musings DD. So a lot of new things happening, a lot of fresh energy coming in. Just remember, take care of yourself, stay grounded, stay in the center of your head for that wonderfully neutral, observant ability where you're compassionately detached from the chaos that is around. Bring in love, light, calm, beauty, as above, so below. And so it is all around, as within, as without. We are divinely protected and guided. All right, my loves. Thank you. I'm sure I will be popping on, if not tomorrow, the next day, checking in with you. Thank you. Thank you for being a part of this community and sharing your journey. It is truly an honor. Blessings be, my loves. Deep breath, grounding. Namaste.